Hello, welcome once again. And today we'll be talking about CTA, which means call to action. Do you experience low engagement, or after writing a good copy, your result doesn't seem to be achieved? Or despite adding too much offer and bonuses, creating a irresistible offer, nobody seems to click your offer? This video is for you. So yeah, what you'll be learning, you'll be learning what CTA means. You'll be learning the key components of an effective CTA. You'll be learning the types of CTAs. You'll be learning the best practices for writing CTA. You'll be learning some of the mistakes to avoid and some of the examples of an effective CTA. And as well, we'll be looking at some vague CTA and how to avoid those vague CTA. So what is the meaning of CTA? CTA is an acronym for call to action. This is what tells your audience or prospect what you truly want them to do. Do you want them to make a purchase? Do you want them to sign up for something? Do you want them to download an ebook? The CTA is responsible for them. They are in form of phrases, they are in form of words, actionable words that we'll be considering during the course of this video. It helps your audience engage more with the materials. So now we'll be looking at the key components of an effective CTA. We as well will be talking about the ineffective CTA, where we have the vague CTA that does not truly persuade the audience to take actionable steps. So we'll be looking at the key components of an effective CTA. The first is use actionable language. There are actionable language and language that are not actionable. We call it direct and indirect action verb. So if you use non-direct action verb, your audience will not take any action, right? So what are some examples of direct action verb? Direct action verb basically and typically drive your audience to take action right on the spot. Right? Example: buy, sign up now, download, register. An example in the context of a sentence, you can say it is something like sign up now to get started, claim your spot today, or download your free guide. These are all actionable verbs, while on the other hand, non-direct action verb are more passive. They are less actionable. They are not clear, right? For example, when you say think, feel, consider, they are not actionable verb like go, come, click, sign up, right? When you have verbs like think about the possibilities ahead, you're not telling the person to do something, you're telling the person to imagine. It's not an actionable verb. So it is important to use actionable verbs for your CTAs. The second effective strategy for an effective CTA is use urgency or scarcity to prompt quick action, right? There are some phrases that you use that will prompt your audience to take quick action. Those phrases kind of spark emotions. They create sense of urgency that if they don't take the action right at the spot, they'll lose they they stand the chance of losing something. So phrases like limited time offer or only 5 spots left, they make people feel that they could miss out something if they don't act now. The third effective strategy for a good CTA is clearly state the benefit or the value the user will be getting by taking the action, right? For example, look at the example I give over there. Download your free ebook. We know the benefit here basically has been stated. Your free ebook. Unlock 50% off today. The benefit has been stated. So whenever you want to write your CTA, always ensure that you put the benefit there. The fourth strategy is for you to place it place your CTA in a noticeable spot. Right? When you look at some copy, when you look at some sales page, some of their CTAs are not placed where they can be seen easily. You have to click a menu and then click some other button before you get your CTA. No, do not um, make your CTA difficult to be assessed. So now we'll be looking at the types of CTA. The first is the primary CTA, the main action you want the user to take. Do you want the user to buy now? Do you want the users to subscribe now? This is the main action you want your user to take. We have the other one, the secondary CTA. The secondary CTA is less aggressive. Right? It's something like learn more, download the free ebook. They are not stating their action plainly, right? They want to collect your contact. You want to collect the contact first before you show them what you have to offer. And the third CTA is some users that will come to your website, that will read your copy, read your sales, they will hop on your sales page and they will not take actions. So you want to write CTAs for this type of people, right? CTAs like come back and save 20% or something like that. So these CTAs are for those that showed interest but never took action. If you notice, sometimes when you enter the page and you want to go, you see something like wait, get 10% off before you go. Yes, this is also an example of CTA. It's called the exist intent CTA. It appears when you attempt to leave the page. This CTA appears. The fifth is CTA that use social proof, like the testimonial of people that have used their product or people that are experiencing the benefits of their product. This CTA is made with the testimonies of these people. So, for example, look at the statement there that says join 10,000 happy customers, right? So this CTA uses social proof. We also have the subscription CTA where you want somebody to subscribe to your newsletter or subscribe to your Telegram channel and the likes. So this CTA, like get daily tips or join our community, targets those you want for subscription. And the last is the download CTA, where you want somebody to download something, like download your full guide now. These are CTA targeted for you. Say you want to offer a free ebook and in exchange for their contact. This CTA is effective for this. Now we're looking at the best practices for writing effective CTAs. The first is for you to create urgency and scarcity. Urgency and scarcity. When you don't create urgency, they would always feel that your product is always available, and as a result, they will not take any action. But when you say something like sign up now before midnight for 20% off, now you are telling them the reason they need to take action right away. The next is just like I have said about action verb. Use action verb. There's some action verb that spikes up actions in the mind of your customers. Action verb like get, grab, unlock. Don't start using think, consider, something, determine, yes, something. No, those are not actionable verb. Use actionable verb like sign up, go, get, grab. This is my favorite. Make it personal, right? Make your CTA personal. Words that make something personal, you and your. When you're using you and your in your copy or in your call to action, they feel that you are talking to them personally, and as a result, they will give you attention. Example like get your free personalized report. Yes, I feel you're talking to me. The next is your CTA should align with the user's intent. Whatever your copy is talking about, let your CTA align with it. Don't go and be using another CTA like join us for hosting a class where your landing page is talking about e-commerce products, right? So allow them to align. Design for attention. One of the things that um, catch catches people attention is when something is designed um, with a bold font or in contrast, or something designed to captivate, to stand out amongst the normal text. So your CTA can carry a red button or it can carry a blue button, but just make sure it's set apart from other text. Make sure your CTA aligns with the content users are engaging with. For example, if they are reading a blog about social media strategy, make it relevant to that topic. Let's look at some of the mistakes to avoid when writing your CTA. The first is the use of vague language. When you say click here or submit without any context, am I clicking to get an ebook or am I clicking to buy something? So those are vague words when you use click here without a specific action. Another mistake is having too many CTA. No, just allow your CTA to be one or two at most. Lack of value proposition. When you don't state clearly what your audience is getting, right? This is a sign of a vague CTA. Let's look at some of example of vague CTA to avoid. Practical examples of vague CTAs to avoid. First, let's talk about the meaning of vague CTA. These are language or messaging that lacks specificity, lacks clarity and precision, and sometimes these tend to confuse your audience or disengage them, right? Because what you're telling them to do is not clearly stated. So, whenever such an event occurs, it means that your CTA is vague. The first example here is click here to learn more. What am I learning about? Come on. Alright. This is an example of a vague CTA. It doesn't explain to me what I begin. What will I receive when I click? So make sure you avoid this mistake. Number two is when you say join us today. Join you today for what? What are you inviting me for? Right? There's no benefit I'm receiving. What I am to receive is not clearly stated. So this is another example of a fake CTA. You can say join us today for the master class on how to get your first $1,000 in 6 weeks. This is example of specific CTA. Yet another example of CTA is get started now. Get started now to do what? Right? Is not clear. Get started now for your free 1 month trial on how to earn online with the CPA method. That is a specific CTA. So, considering all these fake CTAs, how do we avoid fake CTA? Because this is very important. How do we avoid it? The first is for you to be specific. This cannot be overemphasized. In fact, your audience will act on the level of how your CTA is specific, right? So make sure your CTA is as specific as possible. When you say boost your performance, that doesn't sound like specific to me, and I am less likely to take action than when somebody says to me, increase your productivity by 30% with our easy to use software. Yes, now you sound like you're being specific because I can see what I want to do. I want to increase my productivity by 30% and with a software. So that's a specific. Number two is use number and data as well as statistics, percentage, or anything that can quantify what I am getting. Right? When you say um, it is weighted 4.8 over 5 by over 5,000 satisfied customer. My God, I will know that your offer truly is worth taking, right? So make sure you add statistics to your data, to your CTAs. The next one is, tell me the benefit I'm getting. Tell me. When you use amazing and great, they are not benefit. But when you say save 10 hours a week, yeah, I know that's benefit I'm getting. When you say increase your customer by 20%, I know I'm getting a benefit there. When you say double your sales in 30 days, benefit is stated there. So always look out to add benefit to your call to action. Number 4, I call it strong CTA, right? They tell the reader what exactly they need to know. Use CTAs that tell the reader what exactly they need to know. Right? When you say learn more, it is not specific. Versus when you say download your free guide now and start growing your business today, that looks like specific CTA. So what are common example of effective CTAs? For an e-commerce, you can say get 20% off your first order, shop now. I'm likely to click that. For service-based business, get a free consultation today. Yes, that is an example of an effective CTA. Also, for educational content, something like download your free ebook now. That has always been a banger. That has always been one of the effective CTA. For software, you can say start your free 30-day trial today. For event registration, reserve your spot now. Seats are limited. Oh, seats are limited. Now that is scarcity. So what are my top 20 CTAs? These are vague, right? They are not really vague, but you need to add what the benefit of what you are offering. You need to add them to these CTAs to make them specific. So what are they? The first, get started now. Join us today. Don't miss out. Claim your offer. Try it for free. Book a free consultation. Start your journey today. Become a member. Start saving now. Take the first step. Subscribe now. Shop now. Learn more. Sign up today. Unlock your deal. Register now. Discover more. Claim your spot. Get Instat. Get started today with our 30-day free trial. So the last one I added benefit. I added some context to it to make it specific. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. If you need a free ebook, do well to message this number on WhatsApp and you will get the free ebook of over 100 CTAs.